December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have pumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Across the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
We'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Titans first down. Come on. Hey, 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball on both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in. Get calm before you go.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little impatient there, and it cost them.
79 Broncos. Ready.
Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Dragon 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Warrior 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Now Ward. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing is Ward. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Ward. That's complete to his receiver, McCoy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ready? 60, 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready?
Ward again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking. And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! From 8 yards out. And the Titans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. And that's a big number. It is going to be touchdown pass number 50 for him on the year. Just 5 shy now of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for most touchdown passes in one season. Slide for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll start with the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready.
Now Rattler. Olave over the middle. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. You talk about this Titan defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Hey, Hawk 70.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And out of bounds right around the 12. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what we're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Isaiah Pacheco with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now Joey Slye for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. First and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. You talk about this Titan defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinter's blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles, and they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Deep to return is Darius Davis. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one on the line of scrimmage.
28 yards the game there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans are able to stretch out their lead. So that touchdown pass number 51 for him on the year. And it moves him past two guys at 50, two of the best ever, Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. Brady had 50 in 2007, and Mahomes did it in 2018. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it is 28-0. Scoring summary, three-play drive. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Right. 95. Ready.
Here's Rattler. He gets it to Cooks. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Now you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Shot.
To throw is Ward. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for a score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll go down as as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Rattler working out of the gun.
He lets it go deep for Olave. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in the second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
To the air is Rattler.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here we go, set. 60 ready.
From the shotgun, Rattler. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Titans offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, This blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Play action. It's Ward. Slings this deep from the corner. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now on his. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strip like that not only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Sly on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, set, blast.
Throwing is Rattler. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22, set, go.
Rattler wants to throw it. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Davis now to return it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco getting set for this next possession. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Chop alert, go.
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Play action now. Ward. Short throw. He's got Kraft. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
Play fake. Here's Ward. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 70. And the Titans are pouring it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, set.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year, and that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he can vault himself right into the #1 spot.
The Titans offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Ward off the play fake. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Terry McLaurin, 54 yards. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And with that touchdown pass, he's going to draw level with a Hall of Famer Peyton Manning for most touchdown passes in a single season, with that being number 55 for him on the year. Slide for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. Moving play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be out right at the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Black, 95.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Yellow. Ready.
The Shaheed going to go in motion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Buying time is left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They run with Neal. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd.
They'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Reek Woolen. Down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. That's a touchdown.
No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's number 1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one, they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And the route is on here in this first half. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. Blue 32.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Hope you're all having a very happy holiday season as we run through these final few games of the calendar year 2025. Here are the highlights. Our trip through the NFL starts now. At Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, we find the Falcons at home to take on the LA Rams. And when you've got a running back like this, just let him do his thing. Bijan Robinson. He gets a seal here, and off he goes. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
He's been surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Come on, set, 50, green.
2nd and 15. Steps away to his left.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And still brings it in off the tip here on the deep shot. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there on the first down. Second and 9.
Down. 32.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to claw one back. Quickly able to add the PAT. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and he's got a man complete. Got a man, and it's taken in for the Titans touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 54 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Christian Wilkins. He's the culprit, dropping in for a 2-yard loss. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the
scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Let's go.
Off play action, Ward slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Ward. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 60.
On play action, Ward. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Tucker Kraft, 79 yards. And the Titans just continue to roll. When they drew
push call, but he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Sly on for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 40%. Go.
Now Rattler.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. In motion left goes Cooks.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Rattler.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17.
124 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready up.
Now 2nd and 3.
Come on. Come on.
They fake the handoff. Now Ward
Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. Terry McLaurin, 83 yards.
And the Titans are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Little short pass here to Hill. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the 27.
Back to throw here.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
To the air is Rattler.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And taken right on the 30. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more.
And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Alert! Alert!
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right?
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Cowboy 80.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Isaiah Pacheco
With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year.
And the Titans continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Yellow.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Throwing is Rattler. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40.
Rattler wants to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. But backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Rattler from the gun. Third down. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Gravity lying. Rush in. Roll.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Cowboy 80. Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Now Ward slings this deep from McLaurin.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Out on the field comes New Orleans.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point, and the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
33. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
He'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Christian Wilkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Under pressure, they got him again.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
Taking it about the 16. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Slide for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they should do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. We go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day,